Oh,
yeah,
this is gonna be very fun.
It's time to get on, baby. All right, I see PC from AGAR. We got triple double from DOREMY right into that clean garbage. You love the downstack into the clean garbage of a PC early on, and but you know it's still the opener. We're still big chilling over here, and you know AGAR just kind of making moves. You know, staying low. DOREMY a little cheesed, but no problems yet. Both playing like, I don't want to say scared, but conservatively for sure.
Oh, very good floating T-spin by DOREMY, and setting up that STMB cave afterwards with the 16 spike. That's some pretty solid clean sent to AGAR, but AGAR sends it all the way back, but definitely looks like DOREMY is trying to greed for some more, but has to break the back-to-back. AGAR
is like the DOREMY special. It's crazy. DOREMY will always come up with such creative ideas. That's what you get from being a Puyo Puyo Tetris player, and DOREMY able to clean that up. AGAR not able to handle the pressure. And that's the big first round you want to take, you know? This is how you want to start your World Championship season.
And of course, DOREMY with the DT and AGAR with the MKO as their respective openers. Of course, DOREMY being well versed in their own setups, and DOREMY is playing pretty fast to their liking. AGAR looking pretty much in trouble by the looks of it.
It's okay, while DOREMY garbage be clean. Oh. Okay, now it gets awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. DOREMY is able to take care of AGAR's defensive game and being able to put in a lot of pressure, trying to overwhelm AGAR's defense.
One downside of having like the speed disadvantage is that, sure, like having a smart down stack will get you pretty far, but sometimes you just need to mash down pieces and get your eye. Oh my god, that is ridiculous from DOREMY. I cannot believe that spike.
That was utterly brutal by DOREMY, taking that 3-point lead into this first to 11 bracket. And this applies to all matches, by the way. This ain't no top 8 bracket. No, we are just getting started. And DOREMY, very clever DPC setup, chooses not to go for it, while AGAR has all of this ammunition to work with.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to not see DOREMY commit to something there. Like, AGAR was in a bit of trouble, a little bit of pressure could have made the difference, but DOREMY well on out of there. AGAR with a little bit of like awkward garbage. Okay, reaches it.
Yeah,
it's enough. That's a misdrop as heck, and AGAR on the board.
Not enough to fix it, unfortunately, from DOREMY, as AGAR denies that sweep and just takes a single point. And we have Stixman in the TWC.
I mean, this is where it belongs, you know? This is like a metaphor for where the game has gone in the last few years. Oh, look at that spike from AGAR, though.
Oh my god.
Okay, DOREMY's still in there, though. It is not decided yet. Reached the well, so both players back in a pretty neutral state here.
AGAR looking to fix that bit of height difference, but chooses not to go for it in favor of some skimming. DOREMY has a pretty good setup there. Could be able to continue that back-to-back, but does break it. Definitely looks like they have a lot of clean to work with, especially with what AGAR sent. And AGAR is being completely sent to the top, but AGAR is just recovering just okay.
Oh my
maybe
gosh.
not.
There's so much that goes into that from DOREMY. First, the perfect accepting and canceling of garbage. When all the cheese was being sent in that kind of neutral position, DOREMY perfectly making sure to cancel just enough to not have a messy board. And then when the time came, gave him the hands. And whew, it's tough for AGAR here, but
that's something you don't want if you're AGAR, and DOREMY is still taking that to consideration. Of course, AGAR starting out with the PC MKO. DOREMY making pretty good use of that DT and has some pretty solid mid game to kill AGAR later on. Looking pretty strong at the start.
I think DOREMY's playstyle works so well here too, because you have that little bit of speed edge as well, and DOREMY is like the greed champion, you know, we'll go for the craziest setups, and when you have that little bit of extra leeway from the speed, that can be
like
the difference.
Right there!
I know, that is a crazy spike, and somehow both players still alive. And DOREMY looking to be the one on the ropes here, actually, with, awkward misdrop, and AGAR once again on the board, but is it consistent enough, you know? Like, sure, you have your wins, but can you win a series like this?
That's the good question to think about, especially if you're DOREMY, and AGAR's really trying to utilize those said mistakes into their own hands. Oh my god,
look at this garbage! It's so perfect! It's so perfectly executed from DOREMY. What a beautiful round, and
of course, AGAR showing their respect to DOREMY with the nice. That was some beautiful series of events by DOREMY, and another one involving with this DT. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
god.
this is just it feels like another day in the DOREMY office right now with just but I love this DT.
Oh,
Agar
but the
going for a
mid-game
little bit of
DT.
something spicy, but can't get the eyepiece in time. Has to waste both. Okay, down stock was a little awkward, but it works out. Back at the bottom of the board, no danger. Was DOREMY fishing for PC there? Come on, you got to be better than that at this level, you silly goose.
Absolutely. AGAR looking pretty safe at the moment. DOREMY is looking to set up just quite about anything. You don't know what they're going to cook up in the bag.
Yeah,
but
very, very downstacky game. It's no huge overcommitments, which is like, you're feeling each other out. You don't want to make an overcommitment on either side right now.
Very good 14 spike by AGAR. Looking to open up that garbage well just to send it all the way back to DOREMY, but DOREMY is going to send it all the way back with that 20 spike, but AGAR eats it up.
Yeah, but AGAR, like, this little bit of cheese, that can be the difference. Luckily, in this case, for AGAR, like, DOREMY doesn't have much to be set up, but that misdrop is not going to help things. And that stack already wasn't looking clean. This is looking like curtains here for AGAR, and a 7-2 lead. Yeah, not even the greatest down stack could get you out of that one.
AGAR looking pretty frantic.
Those few lines of cheese, I mean, of course the misdrop played a big role, but those few lines of cheese, just, DOREMY had nothing ready, and, that's like you have to get down through those, and if you don't, it's so lethal, and that's exactly why.
Oh, very good C-spin find.
Oh my
god, very good C-spin find by DOREMY being able to secure
that's ridiculous.
The 10th round of the set. Oh my goodness.
DOREMY's timing is also just so ridiculous. Like, I think in any other position, AGAR could have survived that spike. And DOREMY...
Is that Hachi? Oh my goodness.
We love a little bit of Hachi. We love a little bit of Hachi. It has been too long since the glorious days of the Hachi spin. Look at that cheese on AGAR's board, though. Like DOREMY's eating purely clean here. So unless AGAR can get a KO, like, this is a rough situation because DOREMY's just going to downstack this. And what do you even do? Okay, DOREMY not using the well as early as I thought they would, but either way, it's still difficult. And look at this greed from DOREMY. Like, sometimes you just gotta send in those situations and you win, but AGAR kind of out of it now? It's still not pretty, and there's cheese to be had everywhere.
Oh my god. AGAR was trying to look for that T-spin earlier. AGAR looking, just having to force to make all these kind of decisions while DOREMY is just trying to send as much as they could. I mean, and that double quad is some pretty decent damage to send to AGAR. It's just so much pressure, and AGAR couldn't get the T-spin, unfortunately.
There's a little bit of an overstack, right? Like, you're finally back out of this awful situation you were in. Like, you were defending for a whole minute. You want to use this time to get aggressive, but DOREMY, you've got to be ready for any kind of attack that DOREMY can bring, being, well, DOREMY. And so that could be literally any explosion at any moment. So it's an incredibly difficult matchup. I think the speed difference also makes a really big impact on this matchup specifically. And there's so much cheese on both sides. Let's see how they downstack this. This is like a really big true test of downstack, but they're both pretty much through it. Yeah, and this is a pretty good position for both.
And DOREMY looking to get down just as faster as AGAR could, but DOREMY with the greed, this is
bro,
insane.
You gotta chill out, homie. It's too much. Surely, yeah, okay.
DOREMY, that T-spin doesn't send anything, you silly goose.
DOREMY loves getting a little spicy with it, and I mean, like, with Roots being in a lot of slower games, I feel like a lot of times that playstyle doesn't fully wear off, where it's like, sometimes you do get a little too greedy, And this is definitely something that, is true for tons of different players. But, AGAR, once again on the board, and might even take another here, but DOREMY stack, pretty pristine. It's going to be difficult to make something out of this.
Oh, very good parapet continuation by DOREMY, but doesn't in fact get the quad afterwards. I think that might be a consequence, as AGAR just tops him out completely.
Yeah, it's crazy because, DOREMY is putting on all this crazy pressure, but, now the little bit of greed, AGAR's finding the holes in the game plan, this is when I can strike, and, I mean, it's been paying off well, but let's not forget the scoreline. It's going to be a difficult comeback for sure. So, we'll just have to see if you can pull it together, or, be out.
God, AGAR is just fumbling so much, just so indecisive about where to put it and how to get down, as DOREMY, currently at match point, could take this set if possible. Of course, going with that MS2 that he's so most known for. And I think that might secure the set, unless AGAR sends it all the way back down.
That's
DOREMY.
so beautiful.
Oh my god, DOREMY just sending so much clean to AGAR. AGAR is still fighting for their life underneath all of this cheese. And DOREMY is not done sending, because look at that STMB cave. That's so much damage for DOREMY.
This is just, you know, like, DOREMY will turn the tides of a match on you in a heartbeat. And that's exactly how it happens. It's quick, it's nimble, and you don't see it coming, and it catches people off guard. But that all clear caught me off guard, because, whew, that was clean. And yet, we're still in a different situation. This power stack could be really dangerous.
Oh no, AGAR!
Yeah.
The misspin!
That's a
tough
way to go.
Oh dear, AGAR. Unfortunately, making one subtle mistake to end it all, but that was a pretty good fight by AGAR, but DOREMY does take the first set of Group E.